Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So you probably haven't seen my face in a while. That's really weird. As probably a lot of you know that follow me on my other social medias, the reason why I haven't posted a video in, I think it's like 2 weeks now, is because unfortunately my grandfather did pass away last Friday. So it's been very hard, but thank you for people that have reached out to me and all of that. I totally 100% appreciate it. It means a lot that you would reach out to me and try to help me get through this. It does help me a lot, and yeah. So I just want to say that, you know, you're probably like, where is she? Or you're probably like, didn't even notice you were gone. But yeah, that's what happened. It's a part of life. It's very sad still. Yeah, so anyway. Wow, what an intro. Great. I'm sure you guys are so excited to watch this. But I did ask you guys a long time ago to ask me questions for a Q&A. So I just figured I'm going to do that. I just want to talk about happy things. So let's do that finally. If you just want to throw this video on while you're like cleaning your room or doing whatever you want to do, that's usually what I do. Like I love to watch like long videos, and I'll just put them in the background of like me doing my makeup. For some people, there's nothing worse than looking at my face for an extended period of time. So let's just get right into this. Brittany Rose Marshall asked, how old are you? And I'm 21 years old. A lot of people ask that. A lot of people think that I'm like 40 years old. I don't know where you're getting that. But yeah, I'm 21. And for whatever reason, I was added to famousbirthdays.com. So I think that's hilarious that I'm on there because I'm like the opposite of famous. But if you ever forget how old I am, just go to my profile on there and make sure to boost me because I'm trying to beat Kylie Jenner for like that top Kylie name spot. So can't really do it without you guys. Signals Fading asks, what are some of your favorite vegan desserts? So I love the Ben & Jerry's. It's like peanut butter cookie or something. It's their non-dairy ice cream. It's the best ice cream I've ever had, and like out of all the ice creams I've ever had, like even when I was not vegan. I love like Nutter Butters, which are vegan. I would honestly say that. I would just say those. I'm not like a totally huge on desserts actually, so I would say those. Okay, Vanessa Henry asks, would you ever dye your hair light brown? No. I just love my blonde hair. I just love it. I love the way that you can like spot me across the room. I love it. I love my blonde hair. I think it looks good. I don't know, some people might disagree. I don't see myself getting rid of my hair, but I am gonna do a video pretty soon just talking all about my hair and all of that stuff. So yeah. So Gab Zula asked, any advice for starting a channel? I get asked this a lot from a lot of different people. What I would say is when you're starting a channel, do not buy any equipment that is expensive. Do not do it. Don't go out and buy a ring light unless you already like take a lot of selfies and you're like very, into taking makeup pictures or something, whatever it is. But don't go out and buy like huge ring lights and soft boxes and like a huge, DSLR camera. Like you don't need it. You just don't. I don't think I bought my first ring light until I hit like 50,000, and then I bought my like soft boxes, which I barely use, and I bought those when I hit 70,000. So it really, like, you don't need that stuff. I just filmed with the cheapest camera I could get at Target. You can film with your iPhone, like you can do it. Just make sure. The reason why I say that is because YouTube is not for everybody, so you might think that it's a great idea and you might think, oh, I'm gonna love this, but then you get in front of the camera and you're like, okay, I actually hate this and I actually suck at filming. And actually you might suck in the beginning because I sucked and I can't even watch my first videos, they're so bad. But you either know or you don't know if it's for you, if you want to continue doing this. It's not easy. In the beginning it's gonna be very frustrating because you're like, okay, who am I making these videos for? Because nobody's watching them. But everybody goes through it, and if you really want to start it, do it centered around your passion. Do not do it, I know everybody says don't do it for the money. Yeah, don't do it for the money. But it is an awesome way to just talk about your passion and all of that stuff. But there are things that you do have to work hard, and you do have to be realistic. So yeah, that's probably one, little thing I would give. I have a ton more advice for people that want to start channels. So if you want to hear that, I will do a video on it but hopefully that helps you start out, because I see sometimes people will send me, or they say they want to start a channel, and I see that they have like all this equipment, and I'm like, why did you buy all that? Like, you don't need to buy all that. My video that has 2 million views, I made it with a $100 camera. Like, yeah, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as long as you are, you know, yourself also, you should be okay. But Natalie C asks, do you wear hair extensions and how do you keep your face so clear? I do wear hair extensions. I've worn them since I graduated high school and like at the end of my high school. So I've been wearing them for a long time. I've gone through a lot of sets. I have a lot of advice on extensions. I'm like, I know everything about it. It's kind of like self-tanning. Like, I would say that I'm a total expert on self-tanning and hair extensions. So, like I said, I'm gonna do a video on that. I'm gonna talk about like everything that has to do with hair extensions and all of that stuff. So, I know, I'm like, so this is gonna be a video of just me saying, you know what, I'm gonna make a video on that. I'm gonna make a video on that, but I am. A lot of people are asking me for a skincare routine, and what I will say for now is, before I make a video on that, but just always make sure to take your makeup off before bed. It also really helps that I went vegan. Honestly, and this is gonna be a pretty bold claim, and some of you guys are gonna be like, yeah, you're full of it, but I haven't gotten a zit. Like, I haven't gotten like a painful zit or a noticeable zit probably in 4 or 5 months. So I know that's a lot to say, but it's true, and I used to get them a lot. I used to get really painful ones around my chin, and even I was taking my makeup off and like consistently, and I was still getting them. So I think that my diet change really helps me, and I also am it doesn't matter what toner you use, but I take like little cotton rounds, like, you know, they're like this big, and I put some toner on it. So after I take all my makeup off, I'll go in, as my final step, I'll kind of go in and take a cotton pad with toner on it, and it just kind of cleans up everything that you left behind, and it's a good way to just get everything off your face. And then I do go in every single night with the salicylic acid treatment, and I just put it on my trouble spots that I've always had trouble with. So that is a quick tip for you guys if you want to get started now before I make my video. So Sarah Elise Jones asked, something you would change about yourself or change from your past. What I would change about myself, and I still do this, and it drives me crazy that I do this because it's annoying, but one thing that I do is I get really, really mad about stupid little things. So, for example, me and my boyfriend went to Blue Man Group in Chicago for Valentine's Day, and he was like, for weeks we knew about this, and he's like, yeah, we have front row seats, we're like so excited, we're in the poncho zone because they do like weird things and they shoot stuff in the audience, so we have to wear ponchos. So we're in row A, right? We buy tickets for row A, and we got there early and whatever, and then we're sitting down, and these people come up and they're like, yeah, I think that you're in our seats. And I'm like, no, we're not. And then they were like, no, we have seats 3 and 4. And I knew, because I looked at our tickets, I'm like, we have 3 and 4, and we're in row A, so we're in the front row. And I'm like, I know we have 3 and 4 for a fact, so I don't know what your ticket says, and he's like, oh, well, you know, I'm sure it's not that big of a deal. We can always sit in, you know, 5 and 6, but, you know, it does say we have 3 and 4 on our tickets. And I'm like, okay, well, we have 3 and 4 on our tickets. And then he goes, oh, well, we're in row double A, and you guys are in row A. So we were in the wrong seats. We were supposed to be behind us, like 1 row behind us, but I got so mad, and I shouldn't have got mad about this, but I got so mad because who like thinks so backwards that they think of a row double A? Like, how many times it happened? Like, I saw like 3 different people having to move from row A and double A because they were sitting in the wrong seats. And it's like, okay, we paid a lot of money to get embarrassed in front of everybody and like, you know, get inconvenienced because we had to move back. Like, that's so stupid. So I was thinking, like, how dumb is that? And I got so mad about it. But the thing is, like, I wanted everybody to know that I was mad about it. So I was being like so annoying and vocal, but it was like in the moment where I was being annoying like that. But God, I just wish I could go back and just like stop. I wish I could just stop myself from being such a little brat because I was being a brat. But the funny part about that is, and it like kicked me, it was like karma, like instant karma, was we're sitting there and then during the performance, the Blue Man Group made a portrait or like a painting or whatever. And he literally, he's looking into the crowd and then he hands it right to the girl that was sitting in my seat that like I was originally in. So I was just like, it was the worst. I mean, it's funny now looking back, but I was so mad too, even then. But it's just like, that's so stupid, you know? It's, at the end of my life, am I gonna care about that? Should I have gotten that worked up about it in that moment? No, I should not have. So that is something you guys can learn from also, is my mistakes. But Anne-Marie Cake asked, have you ever gone back to Sephora? I haven't gone back to the Sephora that I worked at because like, why would I go back there, you know? Like that would be awkward. But I have gone to like Sephora stores at other malls and yeah, they don't recognize me from my videos. So, not that I'm like expecting people to, but yeah, I'm assuming at least a few workers have seen that video of why I quit. But it wasn't like a Sephora dig video. It was more like the people I was working with dig video. So yeah, but no, I have not gone back to the one by my house. And I never will. Celine Ridge asked, who do you watch on YouTube? I watch all different types of people, but lately I've been watching like Call of Duty gaming videos. Don't even ask me why, because I can't even tell you why I'm watching those. But yeah, but the cool thing is that I want to tell you guys. So this is just like crazy things that happen to me. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's kind of crazy. So I'm watching these videos, right? Like these gaming videos. And of course, like the reason why I'm watching them is because my boyfriend got Infinite Warfare, which whatever, say what you want about that game. But I really want to be good at it. Like it kills me to not be good at it because I really want to be good at it. So I'm not gonna like learn though from a bunch of weenies. Like I'm trying to learn from the best. So I just typed in like best Call of Duty players and then I found like this like Optic Gaming or whatever. So I guess you guys are probably like, I already lost you, but keep with it. So I found these guys, right? And like they all like live in this house together. They're all part of a team. Like Call of Duty is like a thing. Like people are pro gamers and like they go to events and stuff and they win a lot of money. So I had no idea, but anyway. So I'm looking them up. I'm like watching all their stuff and one thing leads to another. I'm on their vlog channel. I'm like, why am I watching these vlogs? Like, I don't know how I got here. But so I'm watching them and then I'm like, hold on. That place looks really familiar to where I live. I'm like, okay, there's no way that they live even close to me. Like these are like semi-famous people. They have millions of subscribers. They make millions of dollars. Like why would they live 15 minutes from my house at this place? So I kind of looked into it though and I like searched, I'm like hacker mode. So I'm like looking up where they live. Their P.O. box address was a town that's like not too far away from where I live. So then I like put everything together. I was like such a creep. I'm on Google Maps like looking up these stores next to each other that I saw in the background of their vlogs, and turns out these guys live 15 minutes away from me. So isn't that weird? Like, cause why would I be watching those gaming videos anyway? Like the world is so small, you guys, it's crazy. But oh yeah, so what was I talking about? Okay. YouTubers that I watch. So yeah, I watch gaming videos and then I watch I've been watching Logan Paul vlogs lately and they're just like, he puts a lot of effort into them. They're really good and they're just interesting. And then I also watch, like I just love Jaclyn Hill. She just makes me like happy. I love her personality. I watch Shan XO. She's got like the best makeup tutorials. And who else have I been watching? I don't know. So Alexis Ferrarini asked, are your lips natural? A few weeks ago, this person totally embarrassed themselves because it was a guy, I'm pretty sure, like that's not subscribed to me, but he's like, yep, she's got lip fillers. I can tell where they are, right here, here, and here. You can tell because her something bow is exaggerated, whatever. Like he totally embarrassed himself because the truth is I don't have lip injections. When people say that, like, I know that you're saying it because you're asking and you're like a nice person. And totally, that's totally fine. Like, that's a good question actually, because a lot of people ask me that. But I just think it's funny because I'm like thinking, I'm only 21. Like, I don't even know how people would afford lip injections. Like, I can't afford lip injections. This is my answer, and not everybody's gonna like it, but some people just do have like natural features. I might have big lips, but you probably have something about yourself that I want to have. So we all have, you know, things that are unique about our look, and I just happen to have fuller lips than other people, but yeah. So they're real, you know, believe it if you want to believe it. But yeah, I'm only 21 years old. I live in like the suburbs of Chicago, so I'm nowhere near like LA status. No, I don't have lip injections, and I don't really plan on getting them because I don't really want to have to pay for that. So Tongo Jr. asked, why do you always begin every sentence with so? So that's a good question. Dala LG asked, are you with or against plastic surgeries, had any, or thinking in the future? So here's my current stance on plastic surgery, and it might change because everybody's opinions change, you know how it is. But right now I don't have any, I don't plan on getting any either. And the reason why I say that is because I think of you guys as sisters to me, and or like brothers to me, or, you know, people that I really care about. So I think to myself, if you guys, you know, I'm not saying that you do, but if you look up to me, I don't want to give off the vibe and I don't want to put it out there that I'm not happy with myself, and or there's something about myself that I want to change, because I don't want, like, I wouldn't want my sister to feel like she's not good enough, and I don't want to put out to the world and to her that I don't feel like I'm good enough, because I do think I'm good enough. You know, it's not really about what you look like, honestly, it's not. I want my sister to think that she's good enough, and I want you guys to think that you're good enough just the way you are, honestly. And the thing is too, like, I used to think I would, you know, watch people. For a long time I was a spectator on YouTube, and I would just watch people, and I saw that they were getting, you know, injections, and I was watching like Real Housewives, and they're all getting, you know, surgeries and whatever, and I thought that's what I needed to do one day to get to that next level and to be, you know, as beautiful as, you know, the most beautiful person ever. But honestly, all it really took was just kind of giving it a few more years, and then growing into my features and figuring out new ways to do my makeup to enhance everything that I wanted to enhance. And surgery, no, I'm not gonna do it. But I don't, at the same time, I don't think of anyone poorly because they do it. If you really want to do it and that's what you think is gonna make you happier, then go ahead and do it. But for me, I don't want to put that out there. I want you guys to always feel like you are good enough and you don't have to do that stuff. But I don't want to say like that's a concrete thing, but for right now, that is kind of how I feel. And yeah, so I don't really plan on it in the future. That's a really good question to ask. And yeah, but anyway, on that note, I'm going to end this Q&A, but I had a ton more questions on there. I'm gonna answer those in another video. So if you guys do have more questions, you can ask them like either in the comments or, you know, on my Instagram, that picture that I posted, or anything, whatever. Or you can DM me, Twitter me, whatever, Snapchat me. So yeah, I'm gonna do another one. If you guys like these, then please give it a thumbs up. I love to do these. You guys gotta get to know me a little bit more. And yeah, and thank you guys, honestly, thank you so much for being there. It just means a lot to me that you're understanding during, you know, the good times and the bad times. You realize that people go through things, and I did unfortunately lose somebody that I loved, you know, last week. So it's been really hard, but knowing that you guys are understanding and you'll be here when I get back if something does happen like that, it means a lot to me. So you guys really get me through, and you are very special, and I appreciate you a lot. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you in my next one. I'm gonna work really hard to post a little bit more since I've been gone. So thank you guys, and I will see you later.